it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Pollard again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Lamb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Prescott on 1st down. He finds his man, Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 41 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive. Minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on. And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and 4. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
No!
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Third down and 13. To the air, Allen. It fights him off. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fighting his way through contact. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll get this to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage. But he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 1st and 10, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Prescott off play action, rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Prescott forced out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Michael Gallup, 42 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir. 76 yards. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. As a forward DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Pollard. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott now from the 50. That's dumped off to Pollard. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's complete to Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Allen now on 1st down. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very strong gain of 24.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing now is Allen. And Diggs has it. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Allen, a 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
Sliding out of the pocket. Into the hands of Cooks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Dak. Eluding the pressure right. Shakes off the side.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. The Cowboys are going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. To throw, Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the Bills getting set to go. Well, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's Allen. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He's made one, and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And that changes everything here in OT. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So the Bills going to be the first to get it as we are back underway here in overtime. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you got looking at that section and heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. On the slant, he's got Davis. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They give the first. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And running with power here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Prescott now on second down. Flush to his right. That's complete to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Gigantic.